Hi, my name is Bill Miller. I'm a elder law attorney in Anniston, Alabama. I practice law all over the state of Alabama, primarily in East Alabama. I help veterans to determine whether they qualify for benefits that they have earned through their military service. One of those benefits is VA pension benefits. In order to qualify for those benefits, you have to meet certain tests. VA pension benefits are monthly tax-free benefits paid to you into your checking account directly by the government to help you offset the costs of long-term care. I've discussed in other videos the service requirements, the disability and medical tests, and I've also discussed the income test. So today I'm going to discuss the last test to see if you qualify, which is the asset test. Now, unlike the other tests, the VA doesn't have any specific regulations about how many assets you can have in order to qualify for VA benefits. Your assets do have to be limited. There's kind of a general rule at the VA that you can have no more than $80,000 in assets. However, every VA representative who evaluates claims has the discretion to determine whether you in fact have too many assets. So our rule of thumb here at my office is that a married couple should have no more than, say, $50,000 in assets, and a single veteran should have no more than $20,000 in assets. The real test is whether you have more assets than you'll need for the rest of your life, which is totally vague and subjective. So those guideline amounts of $50,000 and $20,000 are what we use. It's also important to note that not everything you own is considered an asset for VA purposes. Now, bank accounts, IRAs, things like that are certainly all counted as assets. But the home you live in, the car you drive, and the personal items that you have in your home are typically not, in fact are not, counted as assets. So they wouldn't count against the $50,000 limitation. One thing that's very important to note about your home is that it's not an asset as long as you as the veteran or the surviving spouse are residing in the home. However, if you sell the house or if you move out of the house to live with a loved one, it immediately becomes an asset for VA purposes, which means that it could disqualify you from benefits. And also, if you were to move out or sell the home and continue to receive VA benefits, then the VA can come back later on and try to get this money back from you. So it's important to remember that you have to be living in the home in order for the marital home to be exempt for VA purposes. Another important thing to realize about these VA pension benefits and your assets is that unlike Medicaid, there currently is no look-back period or penalty for transferring assets out of your name. So if you've got bank accounts and you want to try to qualify for these benefits, there are strategies we can use in order to transfer these assets out of your name, and you could then immediately apply for VA benefits if you qualify. There is no look-back period or penalty provision. However, you do have to be careful with that, because if you were to apply for Medicaid within the next 5 years after transferring those assets, then you could be subject to penalties and not be eligible for Medicaid if you had to go into a nursing home. So it's important to take a holistic approach and look at your entire picture to see whether transferring assets may be something that is of value to you in your long-term plan, but not jeopardizing your ability to get Medicaid should you need it down the road. If you think you might apply or qualify for VA pension benefits, I would encourage you to contact my office. We can help you to make that determination. You can ask for my assistant. Her name is Mary. She can take some information over the phone, or we can send you a form through the mail for you to fill out and send back, and I can pretty quickly tell whether you are going to qualify for the benefit. The point is that you've earned the benefit, and it can be worth up to $24,000 a year for a married veteran who gets the full aid and attendance benefit, and that money is tax-free. So I encourage you to at least call us to see whether you qualify.